Well, hello, and good morning. So, continuing on with this whole type situation. Alright, so yeah, last time we kind of finished off in the middle of a fight here. Today might be a little bit of a chaotic morning, because little kiddos running around here and causing chaos, as you do. Also, apparently Dio is just endlessly going after this poor cleric here. By the way, kinda probably why they did the... Oh, hi. Hi, child, do you want me to wear a fire hat? That doesn't quite fit. Sorry. There we go. I tried. See? There we go. Doesn't quite fit on the headset. Oh, that's going to... And it's in the Christmas tree. Okay, well, anyway, we tried. Tried. Alright, so yeah. I don't think Dio's making any progress here with this Ladyface and her squad. So yeah, that's probably going to be an endless stalemate, quite frankly. Actually, yeah, there we go. Why don't we turn animations off real quick. Just to speed that up a little bit. Actually, wait, come to think of it, yes, fast forward button. There was a way to do that. Well, let's pause that. Let's go to controls. Where is rapid fire? No, wait, that's a different rapid fire. Modifiers? Mod type. No, that doesn't. It's weird. They have these like modifiers you can put onto your settings here, but I don't know quite what that does. Oh well. Okay, well, can we rapid fire? Maybe. No, it doesn't seem like it. Whatever. Okay. Cancel out of that. We'll just do this normally. Just watch that magic missile animation forever. I'm actually probably just gonna leave the animations off for this one, just because they literally keep doing the same thing over and over and over. So it'd just be lots of over and over and over and over and over ad nauseum. Yeah, his squad. I mean, they're slowly kind of getting worn down. It seems like those little minor heals are actually enough to keep him going. Okay, so that's fine. We're just gonna go do your thing. What's everybody else up to? How do I make map go away? There we go. Okay, right. So this is Steve, isn't it? All right. So Steve is taking a bit of a nap. Rick is watching this town. Also probably taking a nap pretty soon here. I think these guys were about to go campaigning south, weren't they? Something like that. Something like that sort of some such type dealing. Smack. Man. I mean, on the plus side, they're slowly building up experience here, so who knows, maybe they'll do this 100 times and they'll get a bunch of medals and it'll be awesome. And I'm gonna go ahead and say that's pretty unlikely to be a good idea, is the thing. And they probably did it that way intentionally. So, there's that. Unfortunately, there's not much we can do about that because these fairies don't exactly have the hitting power to actually beat this type of squad. Which seems to be the exact thing that people were warning me about. But, you know, again, it's fine. I'm sure there's some way to get around this. Arguably, I should probably just send a squad or two back there to just kind of tag team them from the other side. Problem is, every single fight they still end up getting a couple of heals. Okay, good. Rick, you just take a nap. Gio's still just gonna endlessly pick on this guy. Dio looks like Vice, except he remembered armor. Come to think of it, it seems funny to me that they didn't. Well, I guess I don't know if they included it yet, but how the SNES game had a MVP type system. It'd be kind of hilarious to see that here. Like, MVP, Fairy Bob over here. Over here lasering everybody down, once again. Okay. I'm not even getting time to give him the command to go right a little bit. As it goes, as it goes. Yeah, there's very little he can actually do. Now that I think about it, even for the other squads, like in March of the Black Queen, you start off with somebody that had a hit-all type ability. So I think what I might end up doing is probably dedicating each of these... Here, let's pause that real quick. You just move on this way. It seems like neither party's really getting any type of effective win here, so I guess they're just kind of bashing butts forever. Let's see. First of all, let's have you see if you can get some information out of this city. Stronghold Canins. By the way, I don't know if there's any additional chat coming in. Worked for the army? No, I just showed up with an army. Fish looking guy, they were with Central Division, they said they were heading to the industrial area. Okay. Whatever they are. Alright, so... It's all paused. What is a shrew? Okay, so that's that place. It's kind of weird that they would say, hey, go this way. No, wait, go this way. Okay, whatever. We'll take that with Steve, then. And my money is on, they'll say, hey, this neutral town, though. They're where all the actual action is. We'll see. We'll see. I feel safe enough moving Amanda here, though. You know what? I kind of want to just move her onto that bridge, at least. This thing is, if I move her, they're probably going to attack from down here. I guess I have these areas covered, hopefully... Yeah. Alright, you're just going to go ahead and attack. Actually, better yet, because again, they'll still have the same issue with the double heals and everything. I'm just gonna have him go take this down. Which would then allow what's-her-face on the left here to go possibly deal with that. We'll see. We'll see. I'm just kinda playing offense and defense at the same time with a pretty relatively small army here. What can you do? What can you do? Realistically, what we probably should have done is gotten more actual leader units. Thing is, again, I can basically turn anybody into anything at this point, so the way that I'm kind of playing it is every time a new batch of units comes in, if anyone can be a leader, I'm going to pick a couple squad leaders for that, and then basically only they can be a non-fair unit in a squad. Then everybody else gets transformed. So there's that. The basic grunts and all that sort of thing, since obviously they're not promoted yet, I can't really do anything about their whole situation. So yeah, can't exactly transform them instantly, can't exactly rename them or transform them into anything else, so they're just kind of there. So it's more like the fairy and grunt run. Whoa, Dio's freaking out over there. God dang it. Seriously is about to start getting levels just from 1 XP at a time. Funny part is, this is kind of their introduction to the, hey, 2 clerics and squad, it's really strong type of situation by the looks of it. But yeah, definitely not really what's happening here. Wish I knew what that fire ability was, though. Unfortunately, I still don't know what that does. That Umbra Flame or whatever it was called? Something Flame? Umbra? Child, why do you have a pack of diapers? You put that back. Thank you. Alright, do I have anything yet? Okay, Pendra, that's what it is. And it looks like, yeah, I do get that option later. So I guess they are the equivalent of cards. Like, I know somebody told me you can call in a bunch of extra grunt units or whatever to attack as... They just come in as a striker, but, yeah, I don't know. I haven't gotten to all that stuff yet, so that's gonna be pretty cool when that opens up. Oh my god! Man, this is basically the tutorial too, is the funny part. Part 47 of the run, just like still fighting this one cleric squad. They've reached level 99 by that point, and they do they're now up to 7 damage. Yeah, definitely expect to see more of this. But realistically, what I actually want to do, I wanted to go explore the map, but if it's going to be like this, then it's kind of looking like a type of situation where, well, yeah, I don't really have any squads that would be able to actually beat this. So, that being the case, we're just kind of sitting here letting Dio play defense. Again, probably why they... Cat, what are you doing? What the hell are you doing? Like, one cat is just being a dick to the other one here. But yeah, I'm just kind of hoping one of my units gets to whatever town they need to get to. Thing is, I wanted to have them look around for items, you know, whole item randomization thing. Obviously, you're gonna end up getting some potentially OP items. But what I noticed that I forgot to do last time, I forgot to upgrade all the weapons and things. So I know I picked up some fancy new gear last time, and yeah, it never went on to anybody. It's just kind of sitting there. Just kind of sitting there. Dio versus Ellie, the endless battle. Oh man, they're actually starting to get worn down now that I'm looking at the numbers here. At any point, I can actually just swap them out a bit. Because if I just swap out any of the back guys with the 2 in the front, but really that's about it. I kind of wonder... They still have the blow kiss move in the second line, don't they? Really wouldn't do much good for them. But yeah, I know if I try to back him off this cleric unit, we'll just have further problems because they'll go and take the HQ with no trouble. They'll have to change their strategy next time. See if they can all focus on the guy in the front. Kind of wonder if he can be brought down at some point. Might be worth trying. It's just, yeah, this is why you have an MP system in place, because otherwise your healers are just going to do that forever. Attack strongest, yeah. You know what? No. Attack weakest. They're just always going to go for the weakest then. Which presumably would cause them to keep stacking damage on this guy. I don't think they can get above 50, which is what they would need to actually make some progress. But maybe they can get crits? Maybe if they keep rolling that over and over and over, and... What are you doing? The kid's just running along with the Christmas stocking in each hand. Yeah, I mean, it's early November, but yeah, we already have everything set for Christmas. Got the tree up, got our shinies up all over the place. It's good stuff. And even went to friggin' Starbucks and had like a coupon for, well, a couple coupons for some coffee there. I was like, man, they actually have eggnog frappuccinos, and I really wanted one, but well, compromise happened. So I'm the only one I know that likes eggnog. But oh well. Oh well. Why does nobody likes the eggnog? Okay, if they can get above... No, they would still need above 50 because they're still consistently healing 25. Okay, new plan. Alright, Dio, you just need to sit on top of this stupid thing. Yeah, you just guard it. Guard it with your stupid ponytail. / life. Status, not terribly tired. Yeah, how are they doing experience-wise? Yeah, they've already had 22 battles here against them. It's kind of surprising that they're not tired, actually. You would have thought that it wouldn't be the marching that would get them, but the constant fighting. But I guess that way they didn't want to have units getting tired out on the front line, and then everybody's taking a nap and getting ambushed. It is time to change up their formation, though. Okay, I'm actually going to have them retreat. I think that means they can actually get some distance here. Did they? Oh, crap, that is in the wrong direction, though. Whatever. Hopefully he can get there and recover a little bit. But I'd like to do something other than fighting the stupid cleric squad forever. Oh, come on now. Yeah, you just run away. We're not after you. Thankfully, their AI does seem to be programmed to just run, so... That... Steve's still taking a nap. Night Boy is still on his way over to that town. Oh. Really? These guys are just still sitting in the woods? Alright, whatever. Finish him. I do like the leader units, rather than immediately running back to the closest town, just seem to panic. Not sure what that's all about. Like, they seem to alternate between panicking and running to the nearest town. Wonder if you have to have somebody else come and step in or something. I have to figure out the mechanics of that later. Alright, what's next is you just sit there. You sit there and do a whole lot of nothing. This... Found leaves? Yeah, I probably wouldn't be eating those random leaves you're finding in the woods. Just saying. I don't really have time to be going on those kinds of trippy adventures. Alright. So at this point, it should be safe to move Amanda and her squad over here. We'll keep that town defended. I accept your challenge, he says, yelling at the guy's back. And apparently the guy isn't even there, it's just a panicking Griffin hiding in the woods. Are you after your parents, buddy? A lineman down for killing the Griffin. Yeah, that's just kind of mean. I chased him down to the woods and stabbed him a bunch. Maybe they were trying to throw about some boxes or something. Cleric's vestments. That sounds fancy-like. Go ahead and take this town. Doesn't seem like they've got a whole lot of units, like the briefing said. I really like that that's a thing. Wait, there's something in this... Finding hard leather in the water, huh? Say so. Or maybe somebody was just cleaning their armor and was like, yep, I totally just found this. You stole somebody's laundry, didn't you, butts? This is why we would have fairies leading squads if we could. But yeah, for the record, despite the fact... you saw that last time, but despite the fact that, why are you yelling at a Lego? Ooh. That seems. Found out our plan, there shouldn't be anyone in the area. Don't screw it up, dude, you're already getting attacked. Oh. Well... Yeah, you guys are boned. Y'all are screwed. Alright, actually we, want those battle animations back on. Because now we got the little dancing midget man. Them things are fun to watch. Little dancing midget mans. Yeah, they have no healing element, so this should be just fine. And I see now why I was hearing that always keeping everything on attack leader is probably the optimal way to go. Just keep beating the leader over and over, you get the kill XP from them, and then the party just disappears. Actually, beating the entire thing doesn't make a whole lot of sense. That's it! Alright, we got him, sweet. Hey, dude, that guy looks like the friggin' mountain. Raid? Who's Raid? Alright. This, kinda looks like... What's his face? Mustadio's dad in FFT. Those sons of them doges. Yes, they sent the rookies, exactly. We just happen to be here. That's hilarious. Like, yeah, I'm sorry, we just basically sent the kindergarten class to rescue you. See, here's the issue. Here's the issue. First off, no, it isn't necessary. We'll probably just go and do defeat leader on everybody. Because this guy is obviously a nut job. And angry and not thinking right. I mean, really, if you take out leadership, they're just gonna go back to their normal lives, dude. That's not gonna work at all. Plus, to be fair, you know, worst case scenario, blame it on this guy if he's just bringing the message over. Like, whoop, nope, that guy never told us. We just went and took care of the problem like reasonable people. Like, oh, yes, Steve is here. Yes, exactly. All your problems are solved. And weird Mr. Friggin' Giant Hands in the background here. Somebody gonna shank him? God, his hands are huge. What the hell? Also, nice friggin' Warcraft sword there. What the hell? Douche? Gee, I wonder if he's gonna be a bad guy. Well, because he's a dick. Kind of a dick. Fine, I'm pretty sure Mr. Just a wall of armor over here can probably take him. Over headquarters. That enough? So now, I don't know if losing your headquarters is the same thing as it was in March of the Black Queen. I'm not going to really test it to find out. So we got that town. Tell me what they're up to. Into the stronghold, etc. It's pretty barren. Land living conditions back when we had their own thing. He was troubled by the land's roughness. Okay. Cool. Thanks, one guy that likes to meet us in the middle of nowhere. And we got a shop. Bandanas. Oh. Ooh. Got all kinds of goodies in here. Do any of these possibly tell us what kind of class they're for? I don't think so. Oh well, we're broke anyway, so... whatever. What's a cleric gonna do here? Like, kind of wondering if they're maybe going for some sort of hidden town up there or something. Because they seem to be going up at an angle. Right, yeah, so screw what that guy said. We're not doing the whole fight everybody down to the last guy thing. That seems dumb and ruthless for no reason, and yes, despite the fact that it's kind of the Steve way of doing things, it doesn't seem like the practical, we need our friggin' XPs to actually get this party anywhere way of doing things. So yeah, whatever's left over will get damaged. Put that down. Put it down. Thank you. You're playing with a dog toy. Okay. Okay. Actually, no, wait, she's just kind of going back and forth. So she seems to have decided to go after Dio. Nope, tell me something real quick. First off, what happens if you go in here? Sir Hugo. Okay. Oh, so you can just go back and review the briefing? I mean, you can kind of redo this map a little bit, but we've already done that part. Kinda thought it might have been that same thing where I can go and change their equipment. Man, this guy's helmet is hilarious. It's like, I want to have horns on there, but I want just the little nubs, which makes sense, I guess, but it's still something for somebody to grab onto, so no, get that crap out of here. Okay. Can I change something about them? Like, can I actually change their equipment mid-fight? Specifically him. See, item commands. Use item. Instead, some stamina. There you go. There you go. You got a funny hat. So replace soldiers. No other soldiers can be added. Okay. Yes! I can't equip items, I think. Oh, because they're just... Yeah, no, you can't. Dang it! Why are there so many buttons? Child, what are you doing? Leave my paperwork alone. I have no idea how the hell I got out of here, so yes, thank you, quick exit button. It's such a good feature. But why is my map not loading? Also, I should probably remember to, hope it's F5 to save, yes. Save state saved, just in case anything crashes. Again, I don't think it'll crash. People have told me this emulator's pretty solid, but you never know, you never know. Seems like having Butts go finish off these guys actually might not be the worst idea, since they just kind of seem to be sitting there. Now, what happens if you attack them while they're sleeping? Like, are they actually going to be sleeping? Is that... Might that be the opportunity to take one of them out? I don't know. So they're just running. I don't think a leaderless group would be able to go and attack. I don't think so, but either way, they're getting chased in the mountains. Okay, somehow we can see that in the mountains. Now, are they going to be sleeping or something? They totally are. Okay, just attack the weakest. Just pile on the weakest. Good. That's all you need to do. Just keep on bashing on that guy. Hopefully the others will stay asleep. They're recovered, unfortunately. Now, we retreat. There we go. They didn't get their heal off. We might be able to beat that guy. That's what we need to do. That's what we need to do. Okay. Can I... No, I can't nope out of this just yet. Unfortunately, that feature didn't carry over from MOTPQ. Yeah, I have absolutely zero explanation as to why Butts' party is doing so much better than anybody else. Or for that matter, why all the soldiers are tiny little midget people. But hey, at least they're in spear formations, so that works. Alright, so you're gonna go take Neutral Town. That may not necessarily be a good idea. Okay, I can actually move Dio right here. So, the plan here is, right now, they're kind of confused, so they're just gonna sit there, right? Presumably, at some point, they're gonna have to camp, and then we just repeat the same process. I don't think they have items, and I don't think they can heal over time. So, plan here is mostly just to wait for them to do something. Meanwhile, Steve is probably good to go attack here. Love the music in this. What the hell are you doing, buds? No. We're not doing this traveling 45 million miles across the map to crap over here. Not gonna happen. Let's go right there. Tell me if they have anything in that town. Okay. What's in that town? The stronghold. Hello, bar again. Don't care about how it looks. Love this place. There was a time when people lived here together. Neat. Oh, well, so Lotus doing Lotus things then. Okay, cool. Kind of funny that they took the extra effort for those little scenes. Like, they went and did all those extra animations and everything. Like, just to look at this again. Like, they have the fire going. They got the guy working in the background. They got the lights going. And the previous one, they had all the shrubbery moving around and everything. It's nice. It's nice. Right, so you're gonna go over here, and I don't care if those friggin' fairies have to drag you through the water, buds. Like, you're not going all the way around to avoid some dang water. Okay, you're at the destination, go swimming then. Oh, he can't? Okay, that's changed. Right, so MOTBQ, they could just slowly trudge through water. Apparently in this one, rivers are going to be a major problem. Are those guys camping yet? No. Like, as far as remaining goals go, it seems like... Right, I think this is probably... They've only got a couple units left out there, so I already have a strategy for dealing with the one at the top. Rick is going to go over here to finish off these guys, maybe get some experience going. You guys don't have a healer, so you're screwed. Drop your weapons. He just has one weapon in two hands. Yeah, okay, good luck with that. Equal rights, kind of impossible even in today's day and age. Because no matter what, somebody's gonna be more rich. And that person's gonna have sway over everybody else. So that's a bummer. And we can get close. Might be able to at least spare this guy's Doge. Actually, no, wait, they're still gonna attack him anyway. Whatever, we tried. And actually, that's the battle won then. Good. Everyone else is spared. We didn't get that neutral town, unfortunately. But I don't know if taking neutral towns is actually a good thing. Because if they're not involved, then why are we taking them? You know what? I've been told to consider that kind of stuff for this one, so yeah, screw it. We're just not going to take neutral towns unless there's no other way. There we go. See? It's alright. Dude, we don't care. Don't care. You got stopped. He got rescued. It's alright. It's alright. We didn't even end up losing any units, so... I think all's well that ends well here. So we're not exactly the army rookies or whatever. We're basically just like showing up to be the friggin' cops here. Like, yeah, no, we resolved the situation. Did you take everyone out? No. We were just there to resolve the situation. You know what? Actually, that's what it is. Maybe after all the rest of the run, Steve has kind of chilled out a little bit. He just wants to go police the world now. Is he kneeling, or what's going on there? Also, gee, I wonder if Douchebag's gonna go and kill this guy. The same, Steve? Hell yeah. Dude? Chill. Get intel, you douche! He's totally the one behind it, isn't he? Yeah, no, he's... I guarantee it, he is totally behind the whole thing. He's trying to claim power doing this crap. Gee, is this a Lotus guy, I wonder? Yeah, you're a dick. Definitely a dick. No, you get compensated way too much, dude. Excuse me? What is this guy doing blocking him? Wait, inspection. Yeah. No, dude, that guy's totally, What? The hell? Rookie, dude. You have not seen what Steve's been through. That's how you get revolutions to happen, dickhead. Nah, we're alright. Dickhead. Then again, he's probably dead. That thing looks like a friggin' Ogre blade or something. Oh, owned! Who the hell is this guy? Wait a second, is that frickin'... Is that Lance? No, that's, that looks like, what's his face? Tristan. Right? Oh, dude, are they the ones behind it? Yeah, come to think of it. No, that's what's his face, the Diva guy. Right? Four Divas, anyway. He's about to get shanked, isn't he? Dude, that's... Okay, that one I know. That's friggin' like the one that Steve wasn't last time. He's the... Yeah, this is the March of the Black Queen team. You should probably just friggin' imprison those dickheads right now. Dang. That's, okay, that's definitely a different intro than I was expecting. Well, they're like, no, protect our future king. Like, no, just abandon him. Okay, that line is in friggin' every RPG ever. Like, oh, I can't do anything. Yeah. Oh well. They were armed, you weren't. It's not a personal honor or glory thing. Matter of that dude's made of metal, and you are made of squishy bits, and you're gonna lose that fight. So that goes. Yeah. Owing to the Southern Division, they never showed up. It's the rookies that showed up. The mastermind random berserker guy? Oh yeah, no, I'm pretty sure they totally did, because I'm pretty sure Dickhead's behind it. Actually, no, wait. If the March of the Black Queen team just showed up and they're like, no, we gotta go revolution another country. Dude. Dude. Ah, that's awesome, so you're on the opposite end then this time. You can be the one that flips. They got the one lady over there in the right with a broom. Like, yeah, this'll do. Gee, it's almost like those don't tend to go over well. Like, especially when everyone's friggin' pissed off. It's definitely not gonna go great. Although, to be fair, Pot on a stick lady, she's probably pretty well sorted against a good number of things. Let's see, unable to turn back. Speechless and itinerant? What is this, a broken GPS? Seems like it. Broken GPS. Should probably check if there's anyone actually here. Hang on, it's gonna chip and chop for just a sec here. Usually there's chatty type stuff going on by now, so I'm just making sure it's working right. For the record, I usually check chat on my phone, which tends to get updated immediately. But yeah, my phone has a bit of a glitchy problem, in that sometimes the charger decides to drain the battery instead of charge it like it did last night. So yeah. Oh, so we just got sent to this general guy? Like, well, good job flubbing your first assignment. Oh, so we heard you saved their leader, so we're gonna go ahead and assign you with killing off all of them. Alright. It's like, I don't even know what the hell you're doing here, but fine. We need people. So you get a promotion, despite the fact that that one guy said you don't get a promotion. So assign you to a group of... Assign you a group of men, this will be your battalion. Do I get to change them all into fairies? Why? Why do you ask? Okay. Shut up and listen. Don't want to be a maverick over here. Nah, that's fine. If he shows up, we're just gonna punch him again. Nah, dude, I know those people. It's fine. It's cool. Defecting the second we get a chance. Don't worry about it. Alright. Alright. Now, they assigned us a group of dudes. That our same group of dudes. I'd know if I could actually select stuff. Okay. So, they've basically assigned us the same dudes we already had. Good to know. Good to know. Now then. Pretty different. Yeah, you are gonna need more grunts. So, how do I assign grunts? Right, equip items first of all. There we go. Boulder. Looking pretty boulder. Wait, who has it? Who has the boulder? Dickhead, you took my shinies? Are you serious? Also, So his stuff can't be changed, and he took my friggin' shinies. Actually, no, wait, who is the second one? Did they just, like, auto-equip the best stuff they can get? Huh. Yeah, I guess they do. Weird. Why game is crash? Hang on. Go ahead and end emulation. Go ahead and restart that. For some reason, it crashed upon going to his equipment. I think, technically speaking, I might not have some of that. Do I not have the knight's things? Weird. Probably should have just left them as basic soldierly guys if they were able to actually lead parties that way. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and save state it and make sure that I actually have that equipment that they're supposed to have, because I believe that's probably why it crashed. Load the game. And I'm always a sucker for a good page-turning scene. Oh no! Stop! Stop, I already know it happened. I already know! Alright, whatever, we're rewatching this cutscene. Meanwhile... we managed to arm exactly one guy in our rebellion. With that being said, his armor alone could probably fund the rest of them being pretty reasonably well equipped. But oh well, what can he do? What can he do? Alright, back to getting re-promoted. Okay, first off, save state it. Let's go to the save state editor. Let's load up some stuff here. Alright. Can I... Ooh. Let's see here. Wait, Pedra of Fire. Apparently the Pedra is an item I was already supposed to have, but I don't see it in my list. Weird. I was actually just seeing if there was a Snapdragon in this list of use items. Okay, item miscellaneous, money, cool, I can have whatever amount of money I want. Equipment. Let's see, I have plate. I have staves. Trying to see if any of the used items are more than the ones that I have equipped, or that I have total. Okay, so I have the plate. Do I have the shield? Yeah, here we go. Plate armor. Where's plate armor at? Now that should sort out that problem. Great. Hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, and I'm back. So there we go. Let's go ahead and save it. Go ahead and load it. And now, all things being considered, now hopefully Mr. Night Guy is actually good. Let's take a quick peek here. So, Mr. Night Guy. If we look at you, does the game still crash? No. Character commands, equip item, that guy. No, it still crashes. What the hell is that about? I can still load state, so I don't know. No friggin' idea. I might just never be able to switch leader units then. Ooh, training! Dude, we can train dudes? Enigoth is needed for training. Okay. Oh! Interesting. Okay, so apparently it's like a gladiator fight? Just go ahead and attack the weakest, because presumably they're just going to keep fighting until... Dude, that's really cool, actually! Why didn't they use the system for all of them? I'm assuming this is going to be just like the... Okay, the reason I call it a gladiator fight is there was the arena feature in some of the Fire Emblem games. It was basically like this. We just basically kept bashing the two units over and over until one lost. Okay, sweet. So we can just basically save... Okay, so we save money on equipment, then we're going to spend all our money on this training. So it's kind of like buying a level if they can still win. Good. Yeah, they should be able to win this no problem. I wonder if these will scale up over time, or if it like scales by the unit's overall level or something. This is probably a good way to get levels without messing up their alignment, too. Yes! Yes, I'm so happy this feature exists! Alright, don't worry, last guy. I'm sure you've got this for sure. Also, that's cute! They're all teaming up. So nice and everything. Okay, what do we get out of that? 42 experience. Do any of my soldiers get upgrades out of that? Or is it just like a set chance? So did any of them get lost, I wonder? You have to leave the unit of duty before changing their class. Interesting. Change name? That's been a... Dude! Why was this not in the remake? Why was it not in the remake? I thought it was a feature because of the save editor, but dang. Dang! Game's so good. Okay. So... Right, how do I... Added one soldier... No, can I just select them, please? Thank you. Commands, no unit commands. No free units. Add a character to this one. I guess pop some grunts right there. Thought I might be able to pop even more grunts in there, but no. Can't be having that. Oh my goodness. Hang on. Bear back. Again. Alrighty, that was a series of events and a half. Alright, not even gonna get into it, because that was just downright chaos. Alright. I think we're done with organizing here, there's not really much to change. Save it for good measure. And now... Actually, can I access shops or anything in this menu? Got Hugo report. Events. Okay, so this is just... Wait, false ending? Oh, okay, so this is just your cutscene rewatch. Miscellaneous events. Alright. Oh, hello. Wait a minute. Friggin' related? Okay, who's this dickhead, first of all? Let's see, Arcanine, Central Division, Guarded Dude. Yeah, well, he's definitely getting killed off before the end of the game, I'm certain. Alright. He doesn't look 18, say so. Kinda would say closer to like late 20s. Spent his early days living in affluence, enrolled in the academy when his mother died, and this caused him to separate himself from his father. Okay. Alright, he was born on... Okay. AFT. Supporting Steve, retired from active service, advised officers, believes decisions in their hands. He's the not Warren. Wait, who's this dude? Rebel Frederick. I wonder if that's the same Frederick from the other one. That's what social structure leads to insurrection. Wait, so they just know? Like, we already know this? Destin, who led the Revolutionary Armies Nova, learns to learns of Lotus's control of Platinus and joins the revolution. Okay. So yeah, no, they're totally... How do defect? Is this the defect button? Also, this actually works out perfectly because they had Steve play the female character. So yeah. Works out perfectly. Okay, Gilbert. So, Canopus has to be in there somewhere too. Debonair! There's the guy. One of the four divas. Or Devas. They seem to be unclear on whether it's Devas or Divas or what. Alright. Anyways, let's see. That's his friends, and that's his wife. Who totally joined us in the last game. Aisha? Okay, yeah, these guys definitely didn't turn us on us or anything. Anyways, let's see, tips. Don't suck, don't use fairies. Gotcha. Excellent. So now we'll continue to suck while using fairies. And go to the Crayon Canyon down here. First assignment. But it's not really, though. Goodbye, Birdie, with a big old sword in its beak. A sweet falchion-looking situation you got. Let's see. There's a guy named Steve here. Given how the portraits have been so far, I would have assumed that was a dude. If you're the one, am I correct? Yes. You do have a sweet ponytail, too. Are we going to form the ponytail club? No, we're completely emasculated by the size of her ponytail. Also, yeah, it shows like that tiny little braid in the back, and so she turns around, it's like a friggin' horse. Features have been assigned to your battalion, effective immediately. Sweet. Leah Silvis. Okay, sounds good. You are going to be transformed into a fairy in a sec here. So, cool. Silvis everyone's talking about. Seems which is quite a difficult to handle. Dude, friggin' dick much? She's right there. Can we just leave Dio in a dumpster somewhere? Like, what is he here for, really? Gonna give his company a name? Okay, well, the Celia Mosquitoes, obviously, if we can do that. That's where this all started. See if we can actually fit mosquitoes. We actually might be able to. Nope. Alright, well... Delete. There we go. The Salida mosquitoes. Close enough. I think that's the one that we went with for the other TO here. Xavier. Dude, mosquitoes, not alone, we strive our best to do the thing. Exactly. We'll buzz around everyone and annoy people. So check out the sweet map! Started. Okay. First beat this town. Can't lose that town. So what you're saying is split the group. Nifty. Nah, why don't we just take both of them? Take both of them, take the bridges, sit and wait, fight units, move forward. Sounds like a plan. Oh yeah, really? If we outnumber them 5-1, that'll go well. You think? Yeah, I think we might be all right with those numbers. Just maybe. Oh hi, a couple more folks showed up. Hello, new folks. Now, here's the issue. I don't know if I can use those new units quite yet. Let's see if I can actually edit them. Like if we're mid-fight. Okay, so let's pause right here. Grab a quick save state. Now, where's my dang editor? Let's go over here, file, open save state. Can I edit you? Edit units, yes. Okay, so looks like we got 2 Amazons, 2 Valkyries, Blaze Knight. Jeez. Alright. Okay, Iria. Let's see, let's change you to a fairy. Ooh, there's a Saturos enemy. I wonder if that's anyhow related to Golden Sun. I think I asked that last time. Hard to know for sure. Hard to know. Alright, fairy, where are you? Right here, right here. Please don't break the game. Where's the big fairies? Why is it so hard to find on this list? There we go. By the way, as far as names go, I will rename these dudes later. But for now, just... Oh, whoops. Didn't quite re-fairyize the other ones. I'm actually going to leave one of the Valkyries now that I think about it, because they can be a second leader unit. And I'm actually not going to mess with anybody else that maybe shouldn't be a class that they shouldn't be. Because I think that might be what happened with Butts. I think he's technically not supposed to have that class. But I couldn't really remember what else could actually lead a unit, so yeah. So that happened. So that's nifty. Alright, so we got them, and last one to change. Ophelia over here. So to anyone tuning in at this point, the basic idea is I can only use fairy squads for the purpose of this run. As far as I'm aware, they are the single worst units in the game. Well, in most of the games. That's basically this... They're functionally the Magikarp of this series, so we'll... Alright, let's see how that worked out. Gotta organize... Did they change effectively? They seem to have done so. Alright. Can't unequip, though. Commands, no unit commands, remove character. Give me that Valkyrie. Gimme. Oh, wait a minute. Are they actually a knight that knows how to use a spear? What? The hell is that? Let's put you over here. Change your formation around a little bit. The hell does a Blaze Knight do exactly? I don't know, but I'm putting her up in the front, which gives her Cleave 2. Because yeah, these fairies only can attack from the back row. Now go ahead and create a unit. Alright, Barbara. Right there. Oh, she's basically a super Valkyrie. Got it. Now, again, these guys are actually incapable of having another fairy squad here because I don't have any other fairies, so... There we go. So she's just going to have a bunch of grunts. The grunts are basically about as useful as the fairies are. There's just more of them, and they've got a bunch of little pokey sticks and a bunch of crazy rewalk things. I don't know what's going on with that guy. Like, she's just dead, isn't she? Oh, do I actually have to... Yeah, okay, there we go, now she's back. Good, good. We actually have more units than I thought. So in that case, let's go ahead and exchange some units. No, she's only got spears, that other one's only got spears. Whatever. That'll have to do. I'll figure out how to exit this menu again, so let's use quick exit button. Because it's the only way. Save real quick. Alright. Butts is gonna go ahead and take this side. Gonna go take the Kefir City. Steve's gonna go here. To Mavai. And Rick will be assisting with this city. Have way more units than I thought. Dio will be just sitting on guard duty. In fact, I might just leave Dio in his own unit. Yeah, I think next time I'm just going to leave Dio sitting by himself, being all lonely. Here, who else? Leah, you seem awesome. You're gonna go attack the bridge. I was gonna dispatch Amanda. Yeah, you haven't had an experience in a while, so let's go ahead and move you to take that bridge. And lastly, we got Nancy, who will just kind of sit here. No, she'll go north too. I'll just go about there. Alright, there we are. Let's do this thing! Also, yeah, it seems like, as far as permadeath goes, it's kind of like, it's actually permanent for the generic grunts, but it seems semi-permanent for everybody else. But I do like that it actually carries over between battles now. Because it definitely didn't do that in MOTBQ, and that was a little bit busted. And it seemed really weird when everybody was so worried about their mortality and everything else. No, it's just fine. Don't worry about it. Alright, Axemaster 9000 over here. Slowly going and charging his way forward. There's something here! It was our headband! So now we're up to 3 different types of headbands already. Alright, Axemaster looks like he's gonna be defending that town rather than attacking. Fair enough. Oh, ninjas! They got ninjas. Man. Sure would be a weird thing if you guys had properly existed in that way. Oh, we got Dragoneers too. Or Dragoners. Though, if they're showing up this early, they can't possibly be an advanced class. Oh, dang it. Hold on. That's interesting. They changed their formation since last time. So I do wonder if they changed their formation in real time now. Like if they'll actually sort their units around and everything. It does seem like they've looked at everything that MOTDQ did and just refined it. Alright, I'm back. Definitely seems like it's gonna be one of those, everybody's got their own type of situations type of days. Righty. It just occurred to me, too, wait, how the hell is that guy... Oh, he got promoted! After that training, that last guy got promoted. Got to turn him into a fairy. I mean, he's not using the shield anyway. But seriously though, I absolutely love that. Like, oh, he evolved from lemming to fighter. There's just so much about this game that I actually thought I'd be kind of iffy on, but I absolutely love. Like the art style seemed really weird to me for quite a while, but now it's grown on me super quick. Like everything about it seems just, God, I don't even know how to describe it. Just spot on. Okay, good. So they've taken out town. Go ahead and save it, and then let's go transform Dude Guy. He evolved, he became a Pidgey. Okay, well, I mean, I guess he was a Pidgey. Now... Fighter... Where are you, fighter? Weird. Oh! Where the hell is that fighter? I know he's in here. Like, I literally just saw it, and for some reason he keeps disappearing on me. Fighter, there we go. Samson. Congratulations on your promotion to Fairy. You've distinguished yourself and presumably... Oh! You know what I wonder? Okay, I'm gonna have to remember to check the numbers to see if the other two members of the squad end up getting, like, shoved back into the pile of trainable soldiers or not. Okay, you go get him, Nancy. Your weirdly aggressive-looking self. Friggin' cleric who looks like they're gonna go stab somebody. Nice. So they've got one healer here, though. Or no, she's a caster. What am I saying? Cleric here. It's the other one that's the cleric, I think. I don't know. I think one of the healing classes was like a hybrid attacker-healer type situation. Doesn't seem like this game would be terribly nice to hybrids, but who knows. Either way, there's nothing I don't like about this game right now. It's so good! Why is it so good? He's planning on going back to town. Steve, I need you attacking. Let's say there-ish. Actually, you know what? Steve's probably okay stat-wise. I'm gonna move him... No, actually, we are gonna take the bridge. I was thinking it might be a tricky situation here. Like, where they might be moving units from the north, but again, they're not able to do that. I keep thinking they can do that with Black Queen, and no, they can't. They're still taking this town on the left. It's seemingly taking them ages. Just despite lack of healing elements, they can't quite seem to finish these guys off. Nice. Thanks for trying, Butts. Or, is that Butts? No, that's not Butts. That's a new guy. Right? I don't know. It's hard to know for sure. Review. But yeah, a lot of these strategies I use from Arctic Black Queen will not work this time around, simply because it revolved around a lot of dumping units towards a particular area, and hoping that at least some of them made it, and then they all got revived by the next fight. But now that we actually have to go out of our way to revive dead units, there is actually kind of a low-key permadeath system. We can actually just even lock it in as like a proper permadeath system if we do it that way. Actually might be fun. That might be fun. At the location, there at the location. Nancy, why don't you go ahead and take the next part of the bridge, please? Thank you. I'm just gonna have them hold the bridge for now until I can get these southern guys dealt with. Stab, slash, and you're done. Still getting the occasional weird visual jank. Presumably that's just the fairies being too awesome for the emulator to handle. As you do, as you do. There's something here! They had drugs! Alright, hang on. I'll be right back yet again! If we wanted to know, huh? Oh yes, yes, that would be pretty good information to have if you managed to go and take a city. Alright. Also, yeah, you know what? You should probably break there. No. Should probably go take the city so you have a place to nap. Probably move the left side up entirely. The original AFK game? Eh, to some degree. I mean, for some of them, I know you have to pretty regularly put in commands and stuff like that. But no. There's actually, yeah, like you could Mars and Black Queen, you could just go use cards the entire time and just completely wreck. In this one, yeah, it seems like there's a bunch of commands and stuff that I don't know of yet. But really loving it so far. And sorry for the kind of walking away for a minute there. But, yeah, little kiddo's having a bit of a fussy morning. But conveniently, that works out pretty well with this, because, like, every time there's a bit of a fuss, I just step away for a moment. The battles continue on. Issue some commands upon coming back, and there we go. Also, they just booted her off that city. Crap. Ah, boy. Yeah, they're taking it back, no question. Dang it! I should have had Rick moving up there sooner. Didn't think it was for Steve. Alright. I forget, is Axeman dealt with? No. You continue chasing him up and down these friggin' mountains. He's kind of moving to impossible locations, so screw it. You want to know she got wrecked? Yeah, she definitely did, and it's gonna happen this entire run, quite frankly. I mean, that's kind of the point of this challenge. So, have you've been to? Have you seen the rest of the challenge by chance? Like, she's got almost no health left too. So what I want to do right here, I'm waiting for that second round to kick in, so that I can have her retreat and then use an item. There we go. Yeah, 2 health. But yeah, I want her to retreat, because she was basically getting into an insta-fight there. So have her retreat. I don't think she's got any healing items now that I think about it. Tell you what, go camp in the mountains. I don't know if that heals them or not, but whatever, we're gonna find out. You took that town? Yeah, you know what? They took the town because you got so sassy about how you took it. You immediately lost it. Jeez. Suddenly, turning sour on Leia here. Being the friggin' cool character, but now suddenly you're being a bit of a dick and losing cities. The infuriated enchanter. It's hilarious. It's come for kingdom. Yeah, your stabby guys will sure make that happen. I think these guys would realize just having some clerics around is really, really, really OP. I mean, not for my party, because, you know, unless I have a full party heal, which I'm hoping to do later, it's not gonna do much good. Wait, well, for this party, it's fine. Wizard Wallace, yes! Oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful. Oh man, hang on, I gotta... Actually, no, he's fine. Never mind, I'm seeing stuff wrong. But yeah, Wizard Wallace is amazing. Also, love how one of them went up, the other went down. They're all just neutralizing themselves. Exactly, nobody's gonna take his freedom. They might be trying to take his cat, though. He's kind of sitting there, just this stanky old cat, just insisting everything's just fine. No, it doesn't stink. It's not missing a leg. It's fine. There aren't a bunch of bugs living in it. You can't take my freedom. Can't take my cat. Oh well. Oh well. I don't know why, just like old man in the friggin' woods, I always immediately assume they have a stanky cat with them. But just, you know, these are just assumptions that happen. Just natural trains of thought, I think. But yeah, this run. So yeah, it's not there. If you haven't seen the rest of the run, this is actually the technically last part of the challenge. That the idea was just to go through the entire Ogre Battle and Tactics Ogre series using only fair units. Now for Ogre Battle, they can't lead units. Even using a save editor, I tried turning them into leader units, and it wouldn't let me. The game would just crash. Yeah, there you go, Leah. Geez, sure glad we brought you along. Friggin' take a city, leave it abandoned, and go take a nap. Ah! What do we even have you here for? But no, she's not going to become the new Dio. He's still the one getting stripped of all these units and sitting on guard duty forever. I don't know what that guy's deal is, but he's a dick. Anyway. So yeah, so basically for this one, just due to the way the mechanics work, I can use any unit as a leader. The rest of the team has to be made up of either the Grunt soldiers or fairies. So because of that save editor, I can go and turn any promoted unit into a fairy. I can't turn these Grunts into one though. And they pretty much suck on about the same level anyway, so close enough, close enough. It's a little bit weird as far as rules go. But it's basically trying to beat this game with trash mods. I don't know if fairies actually have a promoted version in this one. So far, the only like outright cheese that's come up, because again, this is just basically a blind run. But the only outright cheese that I know of is that some units will drop stat items, which might mean that I can potentially make one ridiculous super squad, kind of like I did for MOTBQ, although it was really easy in that one, to be fair. In this one, it's proving to be a fair bit more difficult, because it's actually way better balanced, but either way, you know, we'll see how that goes. 60% like it says, the can be a leader thing. Yeah, it seems like the technical limitation is largely due to the fact that they didn't want to put like a fairy overworld sprite, so there's no sprite for it to load if you turn that unit into a leader, even if you edit the save file. So yeah, that's the only reason that it was crashing when I was doing that, I'm pretty sure. It's like, yeah, I don't really have a sprite for this. I don't have a walking sprite for them, so game is flowed. Actually, weirdly enough, I can't look at the knight's equipment either. Like my that butts the knight over there. Oh dang, hang on. No one lost his pacifier. Alright, we'll see if that holds. I'm definitely having a fussy day today. It happens sometimes. Alright, this axe guy is getting a little bit annoying now. Dude, stop hiding in the dang woods. Or mountains, or everything. Just stop hiding. It seems like everybody's castling up over there. Logical choice. They're about to get bum rushed. What? I can't believe this. Well, genius, you took a nap in the middle of the frickin' highway. Kinda bound to happen eventually. I mean, you're like 10 feet from the friggin' town. So, that's all you, Nancy. That is all you. You finally bring you back to life. I'm like, no, I want to take a nap. Just middle of the road, it's perfectly fine. Have everybody march while they're still asleep. Whatever. Good. Now you can actually go to town, take a nap there. Good. Oh yeah, I forgot to... Oh yeah, right. Did Leah's team heal at all? I mean, she's healed now, I guess, but... whatever. Let's have the A-team move out here. Steve and Rick. Still hoping to make Rick as overpowered as he was in March of the Black Queen. Yeah, Tanaka, if didn't see that one, basically the March of the Black Queen run, what consists of a whole bunch of just like throwing fairies and stuff forever until they got promoted. although it got to the point where their alignment was so low that they couldn't actually upgrade. So their best class, or their only useful class, required them to be of really high alignment. But in order for them to do any damage at all, they had to have a bunch of really good equipment and not be able, and basically just sit there and mash on a unit over and over and over, which caused them to be evil as all hell. So it finally resulted in this situation where we just kind of accepted that situation. Like it was just completely ruined and everything else. And yeah, just had a randomly within the first few fights ended up getting all of the parts necessary to make a lich. Hey, she found a metal bra out there, apparently. Since they want to call the breastplate, they got a little bit too literal with that one. But anyway, so yeah, I had I think I have the JPEG up there somewhere. That like the thumbnail for it was just like this carpet with Rick. That was the head lich there. It was just some rando that had joined up. So it was just the head lich with a carpet head, like flying all of these fairies through the sky. There's a bunch of explosions go on everywhere. I really love that picture. I probably could have photoshopped it to make it not suck, but there's just something about crappy MS Paint art that I just love. But yeah, it was downright mean. Funny part is, though, I thought the Lich was overpowered. Then suddenly I found a crown in one of the maps. Then the worst unit, who I'd actually just tossed in the dumpster by that point, was the only one that could be promoted using the crown. Went and did that, and then they proceeded to just go around just pretty much wiping the entire map solo. So I ended up just going and giving them a bunch of these different fairy units, and since her level was really low, they kept just flying up in alignment the entire time. She was like, I think like 10 or something. They were fighting levels over 20 or something like that. So after 10 fights, they're just maxed out on alignment. And yeah, it was kind of ridiculous. Okay, I do like that putting somebody on your stronghold doesn't immediately send them back to base anymore. It's a convenient change. Yeah, no, it was stupidly OP. Like, not only did they get a hit all, not only did they double up everybody's turns, but their stats were ridiculous on top of that. I don't even know what they were thinking. Like, finding the crown was basically an instant win button for the rest of the game. Like, later on, the entire A team that was following that Lich ended up defecting because I didn't realize, that whole thing at the very end, where they're like, hey, would you like to join us? No. Clearly that means yes, your unit has defected. Like, okay. Good to know. Thanks. So yeah, all of the high-level fairies and the ridiculously high-level Lich, who had basically been clearing out entire maps just by themselves, ended up defecting to the other side. Strangely enough, they just kind of retired, I guess, because I thought you'd have to go back and fight them. So yeah. So I had that Princess squad that was kind of their backup, and at that point, they started clearing out everything, and by the end of the game, Canopus had defected too, because apparently the last boss also has a mixed-up text box. So yeah. Oh yeah, got a crown in the second battle. So, how was that no difficulty run then? Jeez. Yeah, that's just by far the most OP unit I've ever seen in a game. Like, probably... I'd argue the second most OP was one of the ones from Vandal Hearts, which was just because if you got a mage in that game, then I think you could get, I think there were only 2 of them. Or no, I think there were only 3 all game, 2 of them you got relatively early on. If you let them go and have a whole bunch of fights and get their experience up and everything, they can get a move that can hit about half the map, give or take, and just completely nuke it. They can only use it a few times, but it's more than enough. To the point where they have a supposed-to-lose battle, and the very first time I ran into that fight, I just had the mages running around and nuking everything, and like, okay, I don't see why they were saying that this is, like, you gotta escape, can't possibly do this, so just go and wipe out the entire map just using these 2 units. And, they're like, yeah, no, we totally escaped the city, we couldn't do anything about all of them. It's like, dude, they're all laying as piles of ashes in the middle of the street. Anyway, be right back. One second. Yeah, probably gonna see a bit more of the getting up and walking away thing. Ooh! Another guy got promoted! And transform into a fairy. Oh, hang on. Hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. Yes, 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 yes. Pause, 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 pause. Wait, their name's effeminate? Really? Why, yes, that'd be correct. Alright, I like this character. Like them plenty. Actually, I like the writing in general in this, it's nice. And if they want to call that a loss, sure. Basically just won it, but there we go. That's probably the end of that fight right there. Okay, okay. Back again. Sorry about that. Yeah, this is what happens when one kiddo wakes up the other one early, and oh boy. Anyway, I only stopped it here because I found this a little bit hilarious. Because like, oh yeah, down with all nobles. They win the fight. You have a pure noble heart. Like, do you not? Do you hate nobles? What? Also, I find it funny that Rick did this. It's like, dude, she knows. She knows Rick is the ultimate in nobleness technology. He became a skeleton last time. He became a skeleton that was friggin' fueled by pure evil. And apparently defected over to this country where... Oh, yes! We got a spear! Please tell me I can put that on what's it? The dude! Steve, there we go. See, Vinyl Hearts didn't age well. The graphics aren't so bad, though. I mean, it's still ridiculously over the top, at least. But yeah, on high-res monitors, a lot of things didn't really end up looking great. Okay, swoop the Zenobian border. Okay. In any case, you're going alone. But I'm not going alone. You gave me a bunch of dudes to go with. Like, what's the matter, whale? Yeah, so we worked for a bunch of dicks? Or risk their own lives. They're basically guaranteed that they're screwed. Didn't expect it would turn out like this. I mean, we just have one guy running around just basically shanking people. That tends to go over great. Ooh. Okay, so we have optional parts, so we can go there or there. Okay, first off, save it. Let's go ahead and turn that one guy into the unit that he always wanted to be. Get over here, save editor. Let's edit units. Mr. Fida, Shannonberg. You are now a fairy. Congratulations. I don't know if their gender actually makes a difference with this whole thing, because it gives an option for male unit, female unit, or large unit. But yeah, I don't know. So whatever. It also gives options for other types of stuff. Like if I wanted, I could friggin' have a fair. Oh, dude. Wonder if I can give Steve his blood axe back. Dunno. Alright. Yep, that's all done. Go ahead and save it. Go ahead and load it, and there we go. Now we've got our fairies. Perfect. Perfect. Now then. Commands. Okay. Here's the thing. I would like some of these guys gone from Dio. And Dio is just getting grunts, so he's getting all his... I want them to actually get some experience. Meanwhile, all these... does it say how much experience they have? I'm kind of wondering... Whatever. We'll take... Yeah, we'll just take all 4 of them. Add character. Let's give you some fetties. Probably in the back row here. Okay, so let's see. We got here. We got the border. I feel like they said go to the border second, so yeah, we'll go take this, and then we'll go look at the border. Would say I want to go look at the border first, because maybe the option to defect will come even sooner than expected. But the path diverges. What? Would it have diverged the other way too? Oh, who's this dickhead? Wow. Not somebody who's alive anymore, that's for sure. Stirb. So, okay, Steve got shanked. What? Hang on, suspicious of what? Exactly? Oh, okay, so some guy shanked his kid. So he killed that guy, and then got accused of murder. Huh. No, wait. No. Oh, wait, did he fake his own kid's death? The hell? Hello there, Mr. Cerebro. How's it going? Oh, great. Great commander here, falling asleep at the table. Okay, so we gotta escort the dude. Revolutionary seized the opportunity, took over the castle by Western Division. Goal is to defeat them. If we just join them, though, seems like they've got the right idea. I feel like it's gonna be something similar to March of the Black Queen, where it's like, we're gonna go and beat the entire group, and then it's like, wait a minute, if they were the good guys all along, I guess we'll just take over their job now. And again, that's kind of a running theme in TO, isn't it? Let's see. Gotta escort the dude and liberate the castle. Yuma's wander a bit before heading... Oh, crap, it's an actual, like, real-time escort mission. Okay. Dude? Yeah, they seem fully organized. What are those little intersection marks? No more casualties will suffer. Okay, well, conveniently we can at least get 2 people back to life. Again, bear in mind, dang it. Sorry. Okay, family drama apparently. I wanted to see you, like, no, let's just make sure he doesn't die first. Fair enough, fair enough. I'm assuming his dad or something's the... I wonder if everyone just kind of pretended he was dead and that was it. How are you related? Screw you, that's how. How about get bent and sit there guarding the friggin' fort like you always do? Goodbye. Goodbye, douchebag. Goodbye, douchebag. Sit here guarding the fort. You'll never be given an interesting assignment. Goodbye. The week hasn't been 50 hours yet? Oh. Alrighty, moving on to the next one. So what I was trying to say earlier, and random stuff keeps happening in the background, because of course it does today, and it just seems like that kind of day. Why is it that children and dogs end up acting... And yes, I don't mean to lump them in the same group, but just like, kiddos and dogs will act super weird as soon as it's overcast. One sec again. Okay, optimistically back for like 1 minute here. Hopefully the chaos is done and over with. Maybe. Man. The guy's ballistic today. But then again, I'm pretty sure most people would be if their sister woke them up early. Still though, definitely one of those pulling out every trick in the book kind of situations. Hopefully we're all calm now though. So anyway, wait, ponies, what did I miss? What did I miss about ponies? Really, ponies taking place? I don't know. Gonna need some headache medicine later. Ah, dang. Yeah, that, well, I'm not gonna mimic anything at the moment, trying to stay relatively quiet here, but, that thing they show in the movies of a kid freaking out, that's pretty low-key. Like, that's the Hollywood version of a kid freaking out. Like, when they go actually ballistic, your ears and head and everything will hurt. It's crazy nuts time. Like, normally... Ooh, there we go, somebody just got promoted. Nice. Actually, I didn't notice that promotion message before. So in that case... If they became an Amazon, I disagree. Gonna have them go become a fairy instead. Alright. Edit units. Hello down there, Samantha. Seems like a good time for you to be a fairy. By the way, if anybody can tell me, is sound alright? Because I noticed I just messed with the sound a little bit on my headset here. I'd assume the outgoing volume is about the same, but figure it's worth checking. He said dragon in. Yeah. Well, as fairy only as it can be. So the main way of getting more units in this is just you have a bunch of soldiers, and the ones that don't get killed off end up getting promoted into actual units. Okay, let's see if I do that. Now, I think it was this squad right here. So she should have a full, yeah, there we go. She's got a fairy in there now. But yeah, so it's just once they get a certain amount of experience, I don't know if it's random or what, if there's like a chance. Spellbook, nifty. Actually, you just stay right there. That sound is okay? Good. Thank you. Yeah, it's always hard to know. Because usually I keep it around the same level, but every game it's just like, even though the levels are exactly the same, you get a message somewhere like, oh yeah, my ears are getting blown out, or another one's like, yeah, I can't even hear anything until I have it at 100% volume. The joys of recording things. But anyways, yeah, I think hopefully the kids' gas drops have finally kicked in, so I think we're finally at some semblance of peace here. But yeah, every new feature that I see in this makes me wonder why it didn't exist in PSP Remake and TO. Like renaming units and stuff like that. Or like having grunts promoted. Well, I guess you kind of did have grunts promoting into different classes, but I really like the idea of just that dedicated, like, full-on mob of grunts as a unit. Really, really like that idea. It's actually funny because it's almost like that could be a run of its own. See who drops perfectly good spellbook in the middle of the road? A very careless wizard, I suppose. And/or... Oh, you know what? You know what probably happened? Maybe it was Rick's ex-girlfriend here. Maybe they just had a bit of a spat, and she kind of threw away his spellbook, threw all this crap out in the road, and he just couldn't find it. So he's running around with a stick now. Oh, they put my cleric to sleep. I really should probably let these guys camp for a little bit. Yeah, they're about to go camp. Okie doke. Get y'all suckers out into the road, or out of the road here. Now, where are you? Alright, Nancy, you need to camp. So just help them take this city. I think Butts should be able to probably take it pretty effectively here. That's Barbara's team here. Yeah, they need to get moving here. And I'm definitely starting to see now why some folks were saying that, yeah, there may be moments where it's going to be a little bit unclear as far as how to actually move forward. There's going to be, you know, escort missions in particular. Yeah, so you guys attack leader. I'm just going to have everyone go attack leader as often as possible, simply because that way they can just be forced to retreat. So we'll deal with it that way. There we are. Leader dealt with. Ninja guy, who cares? I don't know how the ninjas seem to have real sucky accuracy when it comes to fairies. I think every time I've seen the ninja attack a fairy, they've missed. So it could be a little bit like all the other games where their evasion is just retardedly high. So, good. That would be ideal. And once again, I actually forgot to throw everybody into training before this. Again, since we don't really have to buy any equipment for anyone, we can basically just spend all that money on training, I would figure. We'll see. Ooh, a gremlin. Probably should have made some of them into gremlins. Maybe I will. I mean, I've included gremlins in the Speedo run before. Because they're usually the same thing. I don't know what they do in this one, though. Maybe I shouldn't. Alright, let's switch you... Oh wait, you are an attack leader. Okay. So I guess the bird is their leader. Little kiss. Interesting. Oh, okay, so yeah, they are the anti-fairy. Gotcha. Wait, the gremlin's the squad leader, isn't he? Weird. I mean, they could be that in March of Black Queen. So we've got almost no actual offensive power going on here. Alright, let's pause for a second. So they're getting chased off the city. Yomo's probably about to start moving. I might actually want to have Dio move forward here. Just assist with this one. Just because I need to have Rick dedicated to other things. We can probably move Amanda's team here to go assist with taking this town. Which would just kind of leave them going through the mountains if they want to go take this town to the south. Stab. Stab. I need to have them attacking leader again. Have everybody on attack leader. It seems so much stronger than it was in the last game. Although her resistance is... Oof. I don't even care that that one's getting put to sleep. It's perfectly fine. Come on, Leah. Shank this check. Shank. Pretty resistant on top of that, actually. But alright. So one more fight should see that group getting put away. A little bit annoying how resilient they are, but it's perfectly fine. We can take that town. Presumably Yumo's gonna head south. Yeah, because they said that he's going to wander around a little bit, so I'm assuming that means he'll head south. Alright. I'm going to go... While these guys are repeatedly trying to take this town, I'm actually going to go set my phone to charge. Dang, things have like 2% battery. What's up? we got that town. What the hell? What's your deal? Adolescent? You look quite Spanish. Some vision, watch fight. Junior strongmans. When we become strong, well, good job. We become strong by defecting. Troy. Okay. Yeah, this guy seems promising. Whatever. Get in here, Troy. Time for you to become a commander. We're probably going to completely regret it, but yeah, anybody with a unique portrait, I'm just not going to risk it as far as turning them into a fairy, because that seemed to break the game before. So let's go ahead and give this guy a bunch of grunts, and give him his own squad. Alright, form unit. Congratulations, Chuckles. You're a man now. Well, he's got a spear, so he's alright by me. Have this fairy. That way you get to be legit for the run. Let's give you some grunts. Okay. Perfect timing too, actually. Perfect timing. So I'm just pulling up the chat thing real quick because I had to put my phone away. That's what all the chippy and choppiness is. Where is my button? There we go. And this is not the screen I wanted. I feel like this game might have done a lot better if it had less confusing of a menu. Because even knowing the series, I'm regularly finding myself pretty confused by what's going on. Right. Dio, you're actually being sent right back to base. Also, loving the name that it's Castle Dunkweld. It's here to dunk on everyone. There we go. Newbie, you're taking over. Also, once again, all these older games that they had spears and shields. And yet for some reason in the remake they couldn't bother giving them spears and shields. Okay, they took that town. Next. What's next is yeah, okay, Yumila is going south, so... Alright, shut up, butts. So now, need to get Rick a quick nap here. So everyone's gonna just rest up. Presumably Yumila's just gonna keep following the road, so that means this will be his next stop, so we need to take that ASAP. Right. You see about terminating some of these units, because they're just going to go hide. Wait. How do I mind control into those guys exactly? Come on. Let me... God dang it. I'm trying to tell him to go attack those two units, but he's basically understanding that as try to cross the river. See? And the only reason that's happening is because it's basically locking onto the closest thing, not letting me fine aim to them. There we go. That sort of worked, I think. Also, yeah, you know, this kid must be rich. And considering he's just started and he's basically got himself full plate and everything. I think we made a good decision putting him in charge. Yeah, you know what? That guy's promising. Got a little bit more evil? That's perfectly fine. What happens? Okay. Zoom in even more. I don't think I can rotate the camera, unfortunately. Just go into... Is there a attack unit command? There we go. Does that just alter their facing? Alright, let's go back here. I don't think Yumila's gonna cross the mountains, but I am I'm gonna send Leah down that way. Oh no. Oh no, please don't let more baby cows suddenly break out. No! No, 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 no. Please, no. And we're going muted for a sec. Alright, there we go. I think I finally figured out a way to attack him. That was a little bit awkward. I guess technically speaking, this would be a little bit of a hard situation to run into. You know, presumably these weak squads would have just gotten pushed aside. And yeah, I'm gonna go chippy for a sec, because I'm going and pulling up this menu again. Just because I want to be able to see chat without my phone, but I don't know where to find it. Despite the fact that it's telling me that it's right there, it's not right there. I can't see any of the chat that was just there a minute ago. Dang thing being all confusing. I'll make it go full screen. Does it show up then? Yes. Okay, this way I can read it, I just can't directly respond to it. That's fine. That's good. Good. It lives. Okay. Alright, Troy. I'm gonna need you to go ahead and be a big boy and come take this town. Because yeah, we need to start pushing hard for that one. They're all nice and rested up, so yeah, everyone's just going to Puntara here. Was this entire region just friggin' named after sports terms? I mean, we got like Castle Dunkville or whatever there. We got Puntara, the whatever other castle over here. It's friggin' probably Field Goalton over there. Huh. Might be a thing. Might be a thing. Lasers. Lasers. Dude, they already have no power. Reduce their power from like 1 to 0.1. Already doesn't exist. It's actually kind of funny because I'm changing a little bit of background technicality stuff here. So I'm changing all of their stats, or rather I'm not changing any of their stats. I'm changing their classes and everything. And they're basically just retaining whatever stats they had as basic soldiers. But the way that the fairy units seem to work, and while they were working on the mod, I actually just like read up a little bit on it. But apparently the fairy units just have some weird friggin' scaling going on. So they just they don't really scale off their stats properly. So due to everything being rubber banded so severely on them, and everything else, their stats almost don't matter. They just kind of universally suck. So yeah, we'll see what kind of shenanigans need to be pulled out in order to win this. I mean, odds are it might end up being a little bit like last time, where it's just like they're acceptably decent, but then we just have, let's say, one really strong unit in the front of each squad leading everybody, but we'll see. We'll see. See how it goes. No interrupt. finish this guy off. Thank you. So I see the leader getting all the experience bug is finally gone. That was something you'd see in March of the Black Queen, where the leader would get pretty much all the experience under certain circumstances. Okay, Steve, continue carving your way down. Oh, I guess you gotta go this way, don't you? Crap, I shouldn't have sent my main strong guy up there. Well, okay, tell you what. Mr. Boy, you head up this way. I need you to take out this wizard, take out that town. I don't think Panicking Guy is going to do very much. I'm going to move her and then possibly move her back. Let's see what he does. Because yeah, their leader's gone, so they're just meandering now. Yeah, defeat leader is just so strong in this one. I mean, they literally just have to be one guy and that's it. They're basically golden. I mean, they're going from either running completely away, or sometimes they're just panicking and running in circles, and, yeah, kinda harmless. Okay, let's get Nancy out here. They're probably considering to attack this town again, so we'll have them start marching that way. What's fatigue looking like? Leah's looking a little bit busted. Steve's doing... yeah, I think we're alright. Troy might need to take a bit of a nap, but that's fine. Like, as soon as this top town's taken, then I can relieve all these guys over here. There we go, now chat's working. And yes, Mr. Cerebro is here. Actually, was gonna do his mod today, and then I found out when I had started this run last week, I found out that apparently the guy who had suggested this challenge, his birthday's today, and he was like, oh yeah, my birthday's happening. And the run that I was asking for is happening right there. I was like, oh sweet, I'm gonna have to go do another one. So yeah, happy birthday, Mr. Vale. Happy dang birthday! You're turning all old and everything. Gotta go get that pension. I don't actually have any idea how old he is. I don't even know if there was a message yesterday, because literally my phone managed to live for about, I don't know, 20 minutes today. Just because it was completely drained off of not properly charging last night. It's always a fantastic sign to end up getting woken up by at 4 AM or whatever, because the kid wants to eat, and so I go and change him, and get him to my wife and everything, and I'm looking at my phone, because I'm trying to see if there were any notifications I should be worried about. And, man, this guy is just really, really into that punishment. Yeah, no, we're gonna keep trying. We're gonna keep trying. Your 2 little grunt squads will totally pull this off, guy. Little Ewok squads are great. I love these things. They have really high resistance, though, apparently. Either that or that fairy's absolute garbage, which is also very possible. But yeah, so yeah, ended up doing a thing of this instead. Because it seemed fitting, you know, wanted to get more of it out. Okay, so you are going in to relieve this town. Rick's gonna go and finish off this guy. Friggin' wizard squad with no wizard in it. We've basically got eyes on their archer and their caster squad. What are we looking at here, actually? No, just a Dollmaster and some grunts. Yeah, no, that town should be pretty easy to take. I think I sent 2 squads out. The guy we're supposed to protect is very well covered right now, so no worries there. Was slightly worried about a counterattack from them, but... oh crap. He just ate one of my grunts! I have to replace all of them. But yeah, so, I know I mentioned this earlier, but I absolutely love this grunt mechanic. Because yeah, the idea is that you're, as far as I can tell, all of the units that you get, aside from the really rare random ones that you find, like, you can technically find random units anywhere, it's just like, the odds are... I think they said like 0.5% per chance that you run off a tile or something? I forget where I got that number from. But point being, they're ultra rare, so the majority of your recruits actually come from your random grunts, and you get more depending on how well you did during that fight, I think. And then you basically just assign them in squads, and they try and try and try, and eventually they get enough experience. And then one of them ends up evolving into a real unit. Alright, Rick, please keep trying to ice this guy, thank you. I'm just loving this game way more than I actually even expected, and it was already pretty well hyped when I was first looking at it. Because I just kept, for years, I kept hearing, like, oh yeah, there's all these cool combinations you can do, and there's all this unique stuff you can do, and it's the greatest thing since friggin' edible food, and, yeah, it's pretty great. It's pretty great. Oh man, these guys have mastered the ancient art of hiding near rivers awkwardly, where it's really hard to actually select them and not accidentally run across the other end of the river. I wonder if they'll be fixing that in the fan mod. Which, by the way, if you hadn't heard, I've tried putting a little bit of advertisement about it out there, but yeah, there's a fan mod coming out for this too, from a very passionate group of peoples from the community that specifically love this game more than the rest of the series. But yeah, it looks like they're doing pretty darn well. Like, I know they've already got people going through and sifting through all the different functions and everything. They've got all the design documents that are coming together. Seemingly there's votes every day on what kind of features and buffs and debuffs and whatever else to mess with. They seem to have it pretty well sorted. So, if you're curious about joining in on that kind of project, anyone here, feel free to let me know. So yeah, they literally are just like saying, you know, anybody that wants in can hop in, because you know, anything from moral support to coding support or anything, everything helps. It's a group project, which hopefully is a good thing. We'll say for mods, it can either be a really good thing or a really bad thing to have entire groups, but the group seems pretty well dedicated, I will say that much. They have a whole screening process for getting in and whatever, so hopefully it should keep all the trolls out. We'll say nothing's worse than seeing a mod coming together for a long period of time and then a troll comes in. Those projects suck. Rather, those situations suck. It's just always a bummer, you know? Because it's always the small games, like, they never really get a chance to really show off everything they can do. And there's some dickhead like, I have to go torpedo this for no reason? Because haha memes, ha ha ha, look, I killed it. Like, no. Just a dickhead. Why would you do that? Like, one of my, one thing that I was looking at a while ago, there was, what's it, if you've ever played Dink Smallwood, there's a pretty massive mod going to kind of try and make a sequel to that using the in-game editor, which, by the way, there's a community dedicated to that whole thing too, like, really cool mods and everything. There was this this community thing to try and make a second game for that, because the original is actually got a HD version not that long ago, and it still used all the same tools and assets and everything, so they can carry everything over. But anyway, huge mod was going out, and it ended up getting killed because some a-hole came in and promised to help the project, and said, no, wouldn't it be funny if I deleted a bunch of stuff? Oh gee, look at me, I did a smart thing. Sure fooled you. There's always that guy. It's the internet. There's always that guy somewhere. Like, there's a story to tell for anyone that ever played Empire's Dawn of the Modern World. It's kind of like a very, how would I even describe it? It's kind of like a somehow completely ridiculously chaotic version of Age of Empires, right? Same people that made Empire Earth, except just imagine like a middle ground between those two games, right? And it's this completely nuts situation where it's like from anything from medieval to World War II, and then there's only like 5 stages for everything to evolve into, but everything's a weird stereotype. Like, for example, apparently the French had overpopulation issues, so you can basically cram infinite amounts of people into a fortress, and they can teleport between fortresses because they had spies. Or like the English had so many different organizations going on that their buildings literally just built themselves. Or like the Russians had so many units constantly being pumped out that they have the technology to research that just pumps them out every second. That's, I think, literally just called a Soviet steamroller or something like that. But anyway, really fun game. Surprisingly, had a pretty decent physics engine for RTS game. But yeah, there was this guy. He spent the better part of about 8 months, give or take, just sitting there and collecting mods. People would go make scenario mods for this all the time. Personally, I was one of them. I made this whole big in-depth city and everything. I actually made a few videos on it a few years ago. But yeah, you know, it took me a really long time. I put together a bunch of different scenarios using the city, like a bunch of Doom 3 scenarios and stuff. And it was fun. Like, it was pretty darn fun. Like, for some of them, I actually even managed to get proper music going, all that kind of thing. Actually, every now and then I still go back and mess with that mod to see if I can get it working again, because there's some little tile or texture or something somewhere that doesn't technically exist anymore, so it launches and crashes now. Any dang ways. So if I can get that running someday, I'll go and make another video on it. So this one dickhead there, it was Q something M, I think, Rope Rider, which, truth be told, I think the name sounds pretty gay, but whatever. I do mean that in a literal sense. Somebody saying Rope Rider, that sounds like, you know, anyway, enough on that. So, hang on, Steve needed to take a nap, didn't he? Whatever, so, this guy sits there. Bear in mind there's only like 80 members or whatever. There's like 50 to 80 whatever people there. So this guy sits there, and every time that you play a mod against somebody, you basically load up the files. You get the files on your computer. I don't know why they did it that way. It's not a very good way to do it, but whatever. Point being, it was pretty rampant to see somebody coming in like, oh yeah, no, I totally made this mod, and it's like, you can see in the credits of the mod that there was actually like a copyright thing that people had started doing, of just going and putting really complicated scripts into their mods so people couldn't do that. And so even despite that, this guy was sitting there collecting hundreds of them for months, and every single day he would go on there and like keep track of who made what mod. As soon as they log in, start harassing them. Like, it was ridiculous. Like, start harassing them like, no, they totally stole this mod from me. It's like, dude, like, the entire community knows that they were the guy that did that thing. They were here long before you. It was nuts, and he just had this posse that followed him around everywhere and kept insisting that that was exactly the case. And then he started getting banned, so he started coming back with fake accounts doing the same thing. Like, how dedicated do you have to be being a dickhead to do that? Like, nobody plays this game. Just let people enjoy it. Anyway, so, random side story for the day. What does he do? Then again, you know, I kind of think that there was a guy, thankfully I think he's quit by now, but there was a troll on the TO Reddit for a while. This guy would keep coming by and downvoting every single thing for months. For some reason. Who the hell knows? I must have found something amusing out of it. But the internet's like that. I mean, recently a friend of mine was trying and, you know, going and making a bunch of new material for Armored Core and things like that, and yeah. Reddit's a weird place. Okay, I guess Troy needed a nap. That's fair. That's fair. But yeah, Reddit is a really weird place. For sure. Like, it's a hard place to understand sometimes. Okay, so we liberated that town. Let's take a quick peek here. Hopefully Nancy can hold this out, but yeah. As far as Reddits go, like, there's one for roguelikes, right? And I think I mentioned this before. Going there was one of the most unpleasant experiences I've ever seen on Reddit, quite frankly. And it's weird because it wasn't even an entire group, but the guy dang well sure made it seem that way. Like, going back to it later, I found out that it was just one guy being a douche, but yeah, like, I go in there and there's Sots the Pit. It's this roguelike that's all like a mess of all kinds of different sci-fi stuff that I cover every now and then. And it's a really good game, but it definitely had some shortcomings in the original version. Namely, a lot of bits of it were kind of slow. There were a lot of bits that you had to unlock over time. So it just wasn't terribly ideal in that regard. Let's see, let's have Steve take a nap. I think it's time for Butts to start marching forward, because it seems like Yumel's going to be a retard, and I don't mean that in a derogatory sense, but yeah, he is about to go charge into danger, it seems. Great, so we gotta make a full push here. Amanda, what is your condition? Alright, you're gonna have to charge friggin' March. Timing's not ideal. Yeah, Nancy's gonna have to start taking out that bottom area. But anyway, so what I was saying there, so I was going and, you know, letting people know, like, there's a fan mod for it. You know, it ended up fixing a lot of the problems that people were complaining about, and it ended up adding a crap ton of new stuff and everything. And this one guy apparently follows around every new post on there. There really aren't that many, because, you know, roguelikes are kind of a niche genre, all things considered. And so, so this guy's there like, no, you can't post this here. This doesn't meet this specific definition by some guy in Germany, so we know it's all efficient and perfect. And like, yeah, later on some folks, like I said, confirmed that it was just that guy being a douche, but dang. Like, that was a really negative start that he immediately went in and, like, at first he banned the first post I put, or he blocked the first post I put up there for even mentioning something that wasn't on his friggin' sacred list of stuff that you could talk about. Which, yeah, I mean, again, roguelikes, they can have graphics. They don't have to be friggin', like, all made out of letters in order to count as a roguelike. It's a long game that has semi-randomized elements, and usually has a whole lot more than you can possibly do in a single run. And then the idea is just, it's supposed to be nigh impossible difficult, but that's the fun. You're supposed to come up with shenanigans to win. That is basically what makes it fun. Okay, Amanda, I'm gonna need you to charge forward, because you know being a numbnuts. I don't know why he decided to wait everywhere else but that town. He's just like, time to book it, you know? Screw it. Everybody pile on this wizard and beat the hell out of him. Dude, Yumil, you're an idiot. You guys need to stop taking naps and move. Actually, no, you keep trying to take this town just in case. Want to stab squares? Exactly, though. Exactly. Sometimes you gotta stab squares. Just a potato face with your graphics and your usability? Yeah. Exactly. How dare I? What the hell? Am I through? I mean, you might, considering... You very well might kill him off, considering he's basically just bum rushing straight into your friggin' weapons here. Okay, these guys... Okay, you guys are sounding more psychotic every time you come up. I'm not so sure you're the good guys anymore. Are these guys set to leader only, is the question. Now, attack leader. Yeah, you feel... I might be missing some messages. I just have the basics stream chat up, so if it's blocking stuff, I might not necessarily see it. Let me see, it'll chop for a second, by the way. It'll choppy. That horrible choppiness. Yeah, for some reason it does that when I defocus the emulator. Alright. Stream chat. Okay. And it's on it. And I see older messages. I don't know. Okay. From now on, I'm on the different chat option here, so hopefully it'll show me everything. Okay, they took a reasonable chunk out of their leader here. Hopefully Butts' squad will be able to get there first and take him out. Let's see. It would really suck to have Yumil get killed off here just because he's being an idiot. But why did he decide to wait at that last town is the question. Why just there? Or why didn't he wait at the last town? Okay. Finish breaking camp, you go this way. Okay, test 1, test 2, I see it. Test 3. And I see it. Okay, good. Good. Because that last one was kind of a stalemate, we can continue fighting on here. They just got 3 health back, that's fine. Good. They actually might be able to finish him here. Test banana. Why are you testing my banana? Which totally doesn't sound wrong at all. Okay. Oh, dick! That crit. That crit, though. Okay, now we do have to rely on Butts. Because yeah, that crit just ruined the squad. So what do you guys think? If a unit dies, do they stay dead? Or am I allowed to revive them? Because we can definitely do permadeath on this. I mean, this is the final part. Get the rest of you. Okay, good. Butts did make it there first. He gave it that little bit of extra effort. Oh, dang it! Braxton, what are you doing? Here, kick me in the leg. Interrupt. They're gonna go get 8. Back later. Shank that dude! Bam! Bam, and you're done here. We're done here. Don't know enough about the game to know the impact of permadeath. It's kind of like March of the Black Queen, however... I mean, we basically get new units every single round, and it does seem like we should be okay with permadeath. Oh, we'll see. We'll say I'm going into this blind too, so you're trying to kill the one guy that's not a douche on their team. To be fair, though. But yeah. Then again, revives do seem rare enough to the point where it may not be necessary. Because right now I have 2 revives left, and I think I may have lost that many units. So there we go. I got 9 new soldiers. They're those ones that show up in groups of 3, and then they can get promoted into a unit. Yo, I think we did alright there. Like, okay, now that you've successfully not died, we can have our cutscene. Can't thank you enough. I'm all Mr. Fancy Pants over here. Alright, dude, stop treating me like I'm a king, but you're a king! Like, well, you could have been an officer. I'm like, well, I became an officer anyway. I wanted to see the world! And he realized it sucked. So there's that. Yeah, that kind of makes it sound like he's hitting on him. Let's see. Yeah, he's ready to defect too. Yeah, let's get on with this defection party already. And yeah, no, they're dickheads. Let's defect. Come on, defect party, defect party. Wants power. Already got power. Look at those giant hands. Dude can probably crush trees. Like, dude, what could he do? Well, I'm... Like, have you not seen the rest of this series? Dude, he's gonna have ridiculously good stats. It's like, I'm a protagonist, I'm important. I've got all the high numbers. What should I does? Do I have the option here? Honestly, it seems like the easiest way to do this is just, like, kinda generally back off, let the whole war thing pan out, and just go join them. Just, like, let them start winning. You know, just, like, low-key, let them start coming in. And, yeah, just do it that way. Also, that totally still sounds like you're hitting on him. Definitely sounds like you're hitting on him. Just saying. Like, dang. Okay. So, I am gonna have to call it for the day there. So I'm gonna go ahead and save it there. Actually, you know what? We're gonna run a few training rounds before I inevitably forget that next time. Yeah, let's save that right now. First off, Steve's team. $200 for training? Do it. Yes, yes, yes. Train! Alright, go for the weakest. Yeah, I think this spawns in units based off their level. Next afternoon? Yes, that is the plan. Because right now, most of my work stuff seems to be automated today, so I'm hoping that'll I'll be relatively calm. Still don't know whether or not these guys actually promote into anything, these fairies do. Because you had fairies, sprites, and sylphs in March of the Black Queen, and sylphs were OP as crap. Like, you stuck 3 of them in the back row, and it was just like completely beat down the city at that point. They were just going and missiling absolutely everything. Nice. Yeah, despite having a pretty crappy weapon, he's doing alright. Actually, I think he's got the crappiest weapon. You know what, I'm gonna go relieve Dio of that bulge of weapon he's carrying. He doesn't need it. Push this guy off. I don't know if death in training does count as... They did mention they're gonna fight to the death, so I don't know if that means that... Hold on. Oh, for crap's sake, dickhead dog just woke up the baby. Alright, I gotta go. So, I will see you later on. But yeah. Whether that involves continuing on... What do you think about quick vote? Cerebro mod or more OB64? I was gonna do the mod originally. Actually, yeah, I think the baby just went back to sleep, maybe... Well, no, I was heading out anyway. So yeah, probably the mod. Alright, please don't nom him anymore. Heal him a little bit. Nice! He gets that nice crit on the dragon there. Man, pulling it off with 6 health there. Possibly too risky. Okay. Okay, sounds good. So we'll do mod later, and I gotta get going. So, thank you, have a great day, and take care.